Hey, good afternoon. How's it going? It is Sunday, April the 2nd, 2017. This is Mr. Opinionated coming to you on my way from a store break, on my way from Costco. Had to grab some things to eat this week, and as I was picking up items, I noticed price. For many of you that know me, you know that I am frugal. I am extremely frugal. Some people would call it cheap, but I'm not cheap. Hey, Shamika, how's it going? I am on my way. What time are you guys getting to the place? Okay, that's a sidebar. But I'm on my way from Costco. I was picking up some things to eat, and depending on what you purchase, it could be a little pricier. So, picking up some fruits and vegetables, and, there's all this organic stuff. And I thought, you know what? I see why people say it's more expensive to eat healthier. I can go grab a cheeseburger. Like, can you still grab a cheeseburger from McDonald's? Hey, sis, how's it going? So, grab you a cheeseburger for like $1. Are they still $1? I'm not sure. But you try to grab something that's a little bit healthier, and it costs way more than $1. So I thought to myself, you know what? Input equals your output. Of course, things cost a little more, but they are better for you, and your outcome will be better. The same principle applies towards things that you put in your life. So not only food, the people that you put in your life, and the type of classes that you attend, or the type of body care things you can use, or the type of medicines, if you will, that you have access to. What you put into your body, depending on the quality, is going to equal a better output. The type of training that you receive, the quality of the training, the people that you receive it from, is going to equal your output. Sometimes we try to shortchange ourselves, and I'm guilty. I'm one of those people that, I do a little bit more for other people than I do for myself, until I learned, I said, why are you always shortchanging yourself? You offer quality to other people, you try to do good for other people, but when yourself, you shortchange yourself. So I was at a point, I guess I had developed a practice where I was not giving myself the type of input to produce the results that I needed. So have you ever thought about, what am I putting into myself? What am I eating? What kind of food am I eating? And we know food is a big thing, because, food, depending on how good the food is, what seasoning you use, how it's prepared, it can bring on this euphoric feeling, because I love to eat. And that's one of my problems. But what are you eating? Not that you're eating, but what are you eating? What type of friends are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are go-getters, that are always doing something, that are focused on self-development, people that are honest, people that are trustworthy, people that have the type of characteristics that make them successful and that make their lives better? Or do you surround yourself with people that are always trying to shortchange folks, people that are using for people to manipulate, people who don't believe in reciprocating? So whatever the input in your life is, that is your output. Whatever type of people you surround yourself with, you're going to take on those characteristics that they have, and you're going to start to implement them into your life, consciously or unconsciously, which is why it's very, very important to pay attention to what you're inputting in your system. I believe I was sitting in Bible class, and Brother Ron was teaching on the influences of the world, and he talked about music, and he talked about movies. That's me blowing my horn at the person in front of me, because maybe they're on their cell phone going live or something. That's a joke. So, and he was talking about how we are so influenced by music and by movies and influenced by culture. So was stressing the importance of the type of music you listen to, the type of movies you watch, because music is kind of like food. It's very powerful. You can be listening to a song and it sounds really good, and before you know it, you turning up and you're singing the words, you're not really paying attention to the words. The words could be very well saying, go chop your head off, and it sounds so good, and you're like, wait, go chop your head off. So I know younger people really are guilty of this, and sometimes older people. And she just said, I listen to everything. I do listen to everything as well. I love music. I am a music lover. However, I am a little bit more conscious about the content. So I listen to a song and I'm listening for the words. I've always listening for the words. She says, I know the words ridiculous, right? Because Jay-Z has a whole lot of hits and a whole lot of good music, and his flow style is good. But I believe it was New York when he was the duo he did with Alicia Keys, and if you don't pay attention, people can slip some subliminal stuff in there, and he said life starts when the church ends or something like that, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't subscribe to that belief, and I don't really believe that statement. So you slipping stuff into your music that you are trying to influence me with. So I still like Jay-Z. Some of his music, of course, when he first came out, the quality was a little different. But I don't listen to him as much, simply because I decided to open my ears and pay attention to what I was listening. And movies introduce concepts and introduce lifestyles and introduce how we should do things, and that was another thing that I learned in the lesson. So we gotta be real careful about what we're taking in, and of course none of this information is new. I'm pretty sure that you have heard it all before. I've heard it before. I don't believe there's anything new under the sun. It's just introduced by different people, and people put their different spins on them, so it sounds a little different. She says, I gotta go and re-listen to that now. Right, when I first heard it, I'm like, wait a minute. But so you using your music to, I don't guess I want to say attack the church, that's what it sounded like, but to influence your listeners, your core audience, to believe this. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to listen to you as much. And so your input equals your output. So it's a new month, and what are you inputting in yourself today? Just like I'm going home to try to grab me something to eat before I start running around doing my activities. As I was walking through the store, now I pay more attention to what I'm buying. Even though it costs a little bit more, it's better for me. My taste buds are changing. And here's an example. I'm going to end with this example. I have been drinking a lot of water lately. I'm a juice fanatic. I love juice. But since I've been doing The Biggest Loser at work, I know. I know. You know what? Yeah, because, I get used to have it. I knew who we were, but I'm like, wait a minute. That's not her name. But so, anyway. The example, the water. I carrying this gallon of water with me that I don't always finish, but I get very close. If I start drinking it early enough, I do finish the gallon of water. So today, I was trying to get out of the door, get to worship, and I left the water at home, the gallon. So I didn't buy bottled water. I am so thirsty, because my body was used to the increased water intake. So I started inputting more water. Drinking more water, and my body was benefiting, and it now expects a certain level of hydration. And now that I did not bring my water with me, like instantly this morning, I was like, I'm so thirsty. And normally I'm never that thirsty, but since I tried to change, she said, keep some in my car. I used to. I don't know why I stopped. I think I stopped because I was carrying the gallon. So I, normally buy a case of water and throw it in the trunk, but was so thirsty. And I was like, this is crazy. I've never been this thirsty before. But when you increase the quality that you are putting into your body changes. It gets better. It gets stronger. When you increase the type of material that you're reading, when you increase the quality of people you surround yourself, your output will naturally become better. Since I've been drinking water, my body operates differently. Of course, I use the washroom more frequently, and thank God I'm in position where I can get up and use the washroom a little bit more because of the water intake. Of course, going on long rides, that doesn't work. But I guess the core of the message today is, if you increase the level of your input or the quality of your input, by default, your output is going to change. So that's my message for the day, because, you know, I create the little messages as I see things or as I'm inspired. So I tried to create a video schedule once before, and it did not work because I didn't always have something to say that I felt would be helpful to people. But so as the inspiration comes, you will see me pop up live and share experiences that I'm going through with my life in hopes that somebody else can use it as well. Thank you so much for checking in. Now I am on my way to go and get me some water and try to catch up on my aqua drinking. So peace out. Talk to you guys later.